The time is 11:47 p.m. You're lying in bed, the blue light of your phone illuminating a face you don't respect. Your thumb is numb from scrolling through the lives of other people, lives that seem to be moving forward while yours is locked in a state of suspended animation. In the back of your mind, a critical task for tomorrow is screaming for your attention. That report, that difficult conversation, that workout you promised yourself you would finally start. You know you should be sleeping, preparing your mind and body for the battle ahead. Instead, you are here, in the digital trenches of mediocrity, actively choosing weakness over strength. This is not relaxation. This is the moment of surrender. This is the silent negotiation where you trade your future self for a few more seconds of cheap, numbing comfort. The enemy you face is not a lack of time. It is not a lack of energy. The enemy is a pathetic, insidious form of self-betrayal we call procrastination. It is the gap between your intention and your action, and it is the place where your honor goes to die. The 99% of men live their entire lives in that gap. They float in a sea of good intentions. They negotiate with themselves. They wait for the feeling of motivation to strike them like lightning. They bargain for one more minute of comfort, one more video, one more pointless article. They tell themselves they are just relaxing before a big day. They are rehearsing the act of surrender. The 1% do not. They are not reactors. They are executors. They understand a fundamental law of reality. The man who waits for the right feeling to act will wait his entire life and die with nothing but potential. In 7 minutes, I will give you the 5-step execution protocol, a sovereign command sequence designed to terminate hesitation. But first, you need to understand the psychological law of perceived task aversion, because without it, the protocol is just another set of rules you will fail to follow. Without understanding the enemy in your own mind, every productivity hack you have ever tried will continue to fail, leaving you exactly where you are right now, powerless and disgusted with your own weakness. This isn't about feeling good, it's about taking control. The part of your brain that is whispering for you to scroll away right now is the very same part that is destroying your life. It feeds on comfort, and it fears discipline. It wants you to stay weak because weakness is predictable. It is familiar. You think you are in control of your choices. You are being commanded by a chemical addiction to ease. The truth is, that feeling of dread you get when you think about the hard work isn't a signal to stop. It's a homing beacon. It is pointing directly at the battle you need to fight to become the man you were meant to be. This is not a self-help talk. This is a field manual for internal warfare. The objective is to reclaim your sovereign mind from the insurgency of your own excuses. You can click away now, go back to your scrolling, and prove that you are exactly who you fear you are. Or you can stay and learn the command protocol that destroys the part of you that hesitates. The choice is yours. Make it. You are caught in a trap, a prison built without walls, locked from the inside. You believe the lie you tell yourself every single day, that you need to feel motivated to act. You are waiting for permission from your own emotions. You believe that one day, you will wake up and the stars will align, the chemical cocktail in your brain will be perfect, and the work will finally feel easy. You are waiting for a feeling, a fleeting state of inspiration to grant you the authority to do what you already know you must do to become the man you are meant to be. This is a neurological delusion, and it is costing you your life. Your brain is not your ally in this. It is a survival machine, hardwired for comfort and efficiency, and you have trained it to be your warden. This is the psychological law of perceived task aversion in action. When you even think about the difficult task, a small surge of cortisol, the hormone of stress, floods your system. It feels like anxiety. It feels like resistance. To soothe that discomfort, you reflexively reach for your phone, a snack, or any cheap distraction within arm's reach. This gives your brain a hit of dopamine, the chemical of reward and pleasure. The discomfort vanishes, temporarily. Your brain, in its brutal simplicity, learns a simple, deadly equation. Task equals pain. Distraction equals pleasure. Every single time you repeat this cycle, you are not resting. You are carving a deeper neural pathway of avoidance. You are not lazy. You are meticulously, systematically training yourself to be weak. You are rehearsing failure until it becomes your default doctrine. You think you are just tired. You are actually reinforcing a prison of your own design. You tell yourself you need one more motivational speech to finally get you started. The truth is, every motivational video you watch is just another, more sophisticated form of procrastination. It gives you the dopamine hit of feeling like you are making progress, without the discomfort of actually doing the work. You are training your brain to become addicted to the idea of action, not the reality of it. You are becoming a spectator in your own life, cheering from the sidelines while the man you could be is dying on the field. This is the pathetic state of the reactor, a man who is a slave to his internal chemistry. A sovereign man is an operator. He dictates his state. He does not ask for permission from his feelings. His protocol is command, not negotiation. This weakness is not your destiny. It is a program you are running, a faulty code that can be rewritten. The cost of inaction is not just a missed deadline, it is a cellular-level surrender. With every choice to avoid, you are casting a vote for the weaker version of yourself. You are telling your own biology that you are not the one in command. You are strengthening the part of you that hesitates, that bargains, that breaks. You are building a citadel of cowardice brick by brick and wondering why you feel trapped inside. Remember the 5-step execution protocol I mentioned? We are almost there. But there is one more thing you must understand first. The ancient doctrine that separates the actor from the reactor. Without it, the entire protocol will collapse under the first wave of resistance from your undisciplined mind. You must forge the armor before you can wield the sword. Stay with me, and you will learn how to break the chains of your own neurology. You will learn to command action, not beg for it. The choice is not between doing the work and not doing it. It is between sovereignty and slavery. 2,000 years ago, the most powerful man in the world, the Emperor of Rome, Marcus Aurelius, wrote this to himself. Not for an audience, not for a book. He wrote it in a cold tent on the battlefront, for his own private discipline. At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work, as a human being. What do I have to complain of if I'm going to do what I was born for? Or is this what I was created for? To huddle under the blankets and stay warm? This is not philosophy. This is a direct command from the highest authority to the lowest part of himself. That blanket is your phone. It is your endless feed of digital narcotics. It is your list of perfectly crafted excuses. It is your pathetic belief that you deserve more rest, more comfort, more time. The work he speaks of is not your 9-to-5 job. It is the difficult, necessary, honorable action you are avoiding right now. The action that, if completed, would make you respect the man in the mirror. The Stoic law is clear. You are not defined by your feelings, but by your actions. Your purpose is not to feel good. It is to be good, to do good, to execute. The 99% believe their feelings are a compass. They wait for the needle of motivation to point north before they will move. A sovereign man understands his feelings are just weather. Storms of doubt, fogs of lethargy, passing clouds of anxiety. He is the captain of the ship. He does not ask the weather for permission to sail. He consults the map, sets the course, and commands the crew, his body, his mind, his will, to execute the mission regardless of the storm. You think you need to feel ready. You are rehearsing your own defeat. The readiness you seek is not a feeling to be found, but a decision to be made. This ancient doctrine is the operating system for a sovereign mind. It's the code that separates the actor from the reactor. The man who is in command from the man who is controlled by his own internal chemistry. Remember the 5-step execution protocol I mentioned? We are almost there. But there is one more thing you must understand first, this law of action. Without it, the protocol will fail. It will become just another chore you abandon, because you will still believe the lie that your feelings have a vote. They do not. Your discipline is the dictator. Your will is the law. You are not a democracy of conflicting desires. You are a kingdom, and you are the king. Your job is to issue commands, not to conduct a poll of your weakest citizens. The man you want to be does not negotiate with the part of him that wants to stay under the blankets. He gives it an order. He understands that the cost of temporary comfort is the long-term shame of unrealized potential. He knows that every time he chooses the easy path, he carves the neural pathway of weakness a little deeper into his own brain. He is disgusted by the idea of being a slave to his own fleeting moods. He chooses to build a fortress of discipline, brick by painful brick, action by deliberate action. This is the only path to becoming a man you can trust, a man whose word to himself is bond. Look at the single most important task you are avoiding right now. That one thing. Bring it to the front of your mind. Ask yourself the Emperor's question. Was I born to cower before this, or was I born to conquer it? Most people will look away. Which one are you? Tell me in the comments right now. I read every single one. Next week, we deconstruct the myth of finding your passion. It is a lie sold to you by the weak to justify their lack of discipline. If you want the doctrine for building passion through execution, make sure you are subscribed. That is coming next. The philosophy is now clear. The protocol is next. These are not suggestions. These are orders. This is the execution protocol. You will commit it to memory. You will drill it until it is instinct. You will execute it without debate, without emotion, and without your own pathetic internal negotiation. This is the doctrine that separates the operator from the reactor. Listen closely. Step 1. The stand. The moment you feel the gravitational pull of procrastination, the instant you feel that familiar weak voice begin its negotiation for comfort, you will stand up. Do not ask why. Do not think about the task. Just get on your feet. This is a non-negotiable physical command. Why? Because your physiology dictates your psychology. When you are sitting, you are in a state of passive consumption. Your posture is collapsed. Your breathing is shallow. You are a target. By standing, you break that state. You engage your muscles. You change your blood flow. You signal to your primal brain that a shift is occurring from reception to action. This is the first act of defiance. It is the simple, physical declaration that you are no longer a passenger in your own body. You are taking command. This is the first step in reclaiming your sovereignty. Step 2. The isolation. Your phone is not a tool. In the moments of your weakness, it is an enemy combatant. It is a weapon of mass distraction designed by 1,000 engineers to hijack your attention. You will treat it as such. Take your phone and physically place it in another room. Do not turn it off. Do not put it on silent. Remove it from your tactical environment. Close every browser tab, every application, every digital window not essential for the immediate mission. The primary weapon of procrastination is the illusion of a better option, a more comfortable choice. By creating a sterile environment, you remove the choice. You engineer a reality where there is only one path forward, the task. This is not about self-control. It is about superior strategy. A fortress is not defended by willpower alone. It is defended by high walls and a single, well-guarded gate. You are building the citadel of your focus, and you will permit no saboteurs within its walls. Step 3. The fragment. Your brain is a threat detection machine. When you look at a large, undefined task like write the report, your amygdala flags it as a predator. It's too big, the outcome is uncertain, the energy cost is unknown. This triggers a freeze response. We call it procrastination. You will bypass this faulty wiring with tactical precision. You will not look at the mountain, you will look at the single stone at your feet. Identify the smallest, most laughably simple physical action that begins the task. Not go to the gym, it is put on your right gym shoe. Not start the project, it is open the document and type a single word. The goal here is not progress. The goal is to make the barrier to entry so low that it is psychologically impossible to refuse. You are deceiving your own fear. You are slipping past the guard post of your own resistance. You are proving that action is always available to you, no matter how small. Step 4. The timer. You will now seize command of time itself. Set a timer for 5 minutes. 5, not 25, not 50, 5. You will give yourself one order, to work on this single fragmented task for the duration of that timer. Here is the critical part of the doctrine. You are forbidden from working for 1 second longer. When that timer sounds, you stop, immediately. This may seem counterintuitive. You think this is about getting work done. It is not. This is about forging a spine. It is about proving to the weakest part of your mind that you are in absolute command. You decide when to start, and you decide when to stop. This reframes the work from an overwhelming, infinite marathon into a finite, controllable, and completely non-threatening block of time. You are not the slave to the task. The task is a subordinate you are deploying for a 5-minute drill. You are training yourself in the discipline of controlled execution. Step 5. The report. When the timer sounds and you have ceased all work, you will immediately open a notebook, a physical notebook, not a digital one. You will write one sentence. This sentence will describe objectively what you did, not how you felt, not what you thought about, the objective fact. I wrote 3 sentences of the project brief. I did 5 push-ups. I put away 3 dishes. This is your after-action report. This act closes the psychological loop. It provides your brain with non-negotiable, physical proof of execution. This is the evidence that builds a new identity. Every time you do this, you are depositing proof into the bank account of the man who acts. You are systematically replacing the identity of a procrastinator with the identity of an executor, building the armor of discipline one sentence at a time. You now have the protocol. But the protocol is useless without the command that activates it. You have the protocol. The 5 steps are in your possession. You think that is the weapon. You are wrong. The protocol is just the casing and the gunpowder. The weapon is the command you give yourself to pull the trigger. Without the final command, without the correct mental posture, that protocol is just another piece of useless information you collected while avoiding the real work. It is another way to feel productive without producing anything of value. You have learned the theory of war. Now you must stand on the battlefield. The real enemy was never the task itself. The enemy is the wave of discomfort that rises in your gut the moment you think about doing it. That is the moment of truth. Procrastination is not a time management problem. It is an emotional regulation failure you have disguised as laziness. It is your mind's clumsy, pathetic attempt to shield you from a feeling you have labeled as bad. The anxiety of starting, the fear of not doing it perfectly, the boredom of the grind. Your brain, in its primitive desire for comfort, treats this minor psychological friction as a physical threat. It screams for an escape. It begs for the cheap dopamine of a 10-second video, a news headline, or the refrigerator door. Every time you give in, you teach it that the escape route works. You are reinforcing the very mechanism of your own imprisonment. This is not a character flaw. It is a feedback loop. A circuit of weakness you have allowed to be hardwired into your own mind. That 5-step protocol I gave you is a tool for deliberately short-circuiting that loop. It is a counterinsurgency doctrine for the war inside your head. But it requires a commander. It requires a sovereign will to execute it. You are that commander. You have been given the orders. Now you must enforce them upon the weakest part of yourself, the part that whines for comfort, the part that negotiates for 1 more minute, the part that believes the lie that you will feel like it later. You will never feel like it later. Later is the graveyard where 99% of human potential is buried. You think you need rest. You are rehearsing surrender. You are practicing the art of being a spectator in your own life, watching the man you could be from the sidelines, wondering why he feels so far away. He is one difficult action away, and you keep choosing the blanket. The next 24 hours are the test. Your old self, the reactor, is already fighting back. The neural pathways of your old habits are screaming for the comfort of distraction. They are telling you this is too hard, that it's not the right time, that you deserve a break. This voice is not you. It is the ghost in your machine, the echo of 1,000 past surrenders. Today, you do not negotiate with it. You do not reason with it. You issue a command, and you execute the protocol. You will use this system on one task today, not to finish the task, but to win a battle, to prove to your own mind who is in command, to begin building the inner citadel Marcus Aurelius spoke of, the fortress of discipline from which you can operate, untouched by the chaos of your feelings. This is how you reclaim your sovereignty, one 5-minute block at a time. This is the final reframe. Procrastination is the abdication of your own authority. Taking action, any action, is the reclamation of that authority. The feeling does not precede the action. The action generates the feeling. You do not act because you are motivated. You become motivated because you act. Type this in the comments below. Not for me, for you. Action over feeling. Typing this phrase is a public declaration. It is a digital contract with yourself that activates the psychological principle of consistency. Your brain fights to stay consistent with its stated commitments. This is not a wish. It is an order you are giving to your own nervous system. You are telling it what the new doctrine is. Execute.